holidays for all, but as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Steps away to this, and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Chiilin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll stick to the ground game with Chiilin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Chiilin. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tack McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, Tuesday. Go! Gun! Get on, Hunt!
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Ready! Back 25! 20!
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Freeman again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score.
That was a special return, and it happened Because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ryan wants to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
To throw is Ryan. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.